Hey, oh,
That always happens.
wait a minute. It's Marvel Comics in your basement.
Basement? What?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We don't have basements.
Studio.
We don't
You don't
have basements in Florida.
You'd be in the swamp.
Exactly. I'd be in quicksand.
That's it. Yeah, in the man room.
Yeah, this is the war room. Thank you.
Wow, look at that. Iron Man.
It doesn't do it justice. The video doesn't do it justice, really. What you're not seeing, for some reason, my camera doesn't pick up the color on his right hand, the Infinity Stones.
Yeah, they're all
yellow,
white.
gold, pink, blue, and green on the thumb with a gold one on it. It just doesn't pick it up. So I don't know why this camera doesn't do that. Picks up everything else wonderfully.
There was one shot I saw you had where you could see the stones, but only one. You can't see them now. They look all white.
Yeah, because of the I don't know why the camera doesn't pick that up. Interesting. But I'll tell you what, it just doesn't do it. This doesn't do it justice.
I mean,
really. It's amazing. It's amazing to look at, especially when it lights up. It's lit up right now.
Does it make any noises?
No, it's not a doll. It's not an old G.I. Joe where there's a pull string, you know? So let's get right to it. Evidently, there was a town council meeting tonight, and amazingly enough, they didn't talk about the flag. So I'm telling you, this is exactly what they're doing. This is exactly what they're doing. And don't think that Hannah Belcher was doing any, like off the cuff things. This was planned. All right. They purposefully said, I'm going to take this off the board. We're going to talk about it at the next one. What's it, executive privilege or something?
Council privilege.
Council privilege. It's just a stall tactic. This is an old political game that they play.
That is a legitimate point.
It's a fact. This is exactly what. Do not think these idiots don't talk to each other. They're not supposed to discuss issues other than when they get, but they do.
Well, they can talk one-on-one, but they're not supposed to have more than, if they have a quorum, that's illegal.
Well, of course, then one call, I'll call you, then I'll call so-and-so, then I'll call so-and-so. It's all the same. And do not think that this wasn't thrown in there as a ploy, because it's an old political tactic. They're going to wait the people out. They will wait them out and keep waiting them out until they give up. But we're not going to give up. What they're doing is absolutely a travesty. And they didn't discuss it tonight, evidently, at the town council meeting.
No, I went.
So they're not going. This is their thing. They're going to hope it just goes away. And don't think the town manager isn't in on this either, because he's a politician. No matter what you say he is, it's a job. He's a politician too. And this is a tactic.
Everybody has to be somewhat political in this world, right? Like tonight was a love fest, right? You had 3 people being done and getting all kinds of comments of love, but it was, I mean, I was so Father Walter attended. I talked to him post meeting. I basically said, my biggest takeaway is there's so much phoniness, right? Like it's, and maybe it's my downfall. Maybe I should be more phony. I couldn't bring myself to say thank you for all the great work you did when I know you've done absolutely nothing. I would simply say thank you, good luck, and I hope you do well in the future.
Who are they talking to? Tracy Honan? All
right, so let's start. Tracy Honan's done.
She was useless since day one. What has she contributed? Tracy Honan contributed nothing.
Barbara Flockhart, and there's one more. Oh, Ruggiero.
Yeah.
Ruggiero is the creator. Well, not the creator. He was the policy guy who reached out to his state there, California, and that's where they got this flag policy from. This was his baby.
Yeah. Well, this isn't going away.
Yeah. I don't know that it will, because Father Walter spoke, and he, it's funny. A young woman from the Jewish community, I don't know that she intends this, but when she speaks, she's very thoughtful and heartfelt, and I take her sentiments, but I don't think she understands the flag policy, because out of one side of her face, she says there's nothing wrong with the flag policy, but out of the other side, she says only fly the American flag. That's the only flag we need.
That's a policy.
Right. That should be the policy. But Father Walter said, and it was funny to watch, John Munson's face going when he was saying it.
John
Like,
Dunson.
he's hard to watch.
Oh,
like people were talking, and he's like,
insufferable.
It's so hard.
He's insufferable. John Munson, John Dunson is insufferable.
It's not sincere. It's not. You have to know this person and have experience with him with even a little bit of a disagreement. Forget about it being a fight. It's not about fighting. It's about he just wants everybody to like him. That's who he is.
Well, it's insufferable listening to him talk.
Well, I don't disagree with that. I can't feel. I don't even, it's funny. You wanted to get right into it. I didn't even know I wanted to talk about tonight because it's been kind of quiet except for this flag thing.
Well, this is all we need. This isn't, we're not done with this. I mean, they think that this is going to disappear over the holidays. I'm telling you, man, it's an old political ploy. It's been around forever. Wait for the next distraction. Wait for the next good, I don't know, comedy movie to come out. It's all distraction.
Don't forget they're getting 2 or 3 new people, whatever it is, sworn in next month. So that's, I mean, it has to come back up at some point. Actually, it doesn't. It can stay tabled forever. But Hannah's motion was not executive, council privilege. It can stay tabled forever, apparently. But obviously, it's not going to look good if the public keeps coming forward and saying, "Okay, what's going on here? Why is this not?"
I'm telling you, this is their thing. They're going to try to wait it out. They're going to hope people forget. They're going to hope people stop showing up. But we're not going to stop talking about it.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with them.
Let's see. How about the Race Baiters Diversity and Inclusion Committee? The Race Baiters.
Did you see? Were you out on Facebook today? Johnny Bentley come after me because I guess I taunted him a little bit.
Johnny Bentley. Yeah. He has a lot of credibility.
I wrote a post on the diversity page. Look, they made a statement about the anti-Semitic remarks. They couldn't even use those terms.
I remember that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is limp-wristed. And I tagged him in it. I'm like, what, basically what the F? Like, this is nothing inclusive about this is not an inclusive group unless you're LGBTQ or black. That's it.
Leave the T out of it.
Yeah, good point.
LGB.
That's all
LGB.
LGB.
Yeah.
Unless well,
that's all
us,
it is.
Right?
Yeah.
But they won't. LGB's not good enough for them. That's
fine.
why
let them be narcissistic and me, and I want mine. I want my stripe. I want my color. Whatever. It's all garbage.
Well, the broader point is that this is what this commission is for, and they've done nothing.
Right.
They've done absolutely nothing. I'm sorry. I've called it out. Father Walton was the best thing that was on that commission because, he at least gave them sound guidance and took some action. 3% of the population telling us what to do. It's so true. It's so true.
But that's what happens when they get in power.
So, but I'm
Liberals.
glad we brought up the diversity thing because did you read what he wrote today?
No, I don't know if he probably blocked me. I don't ever see anything by that guy.
So he wrote in there that something about me being butthurt in that I sent letter. He basically let everybody know that there is a legal process going on from me.
Good.
Because he said, he basically said,
well,
he got a letter. He knows he got a letter.
Yeah.
He knows what the letter said. And he basically wrote it out on Facebook. I'm thinking to myself, okay, you must think it's a joke. And that's fine. I said to him, I'm glad you feel comfortable and safe. I said that.
Well, that could be another reaction too. That could be him acting out because he's nervous, trying to show you that he's not nervous. That's a whole nother thing. That's something in law enforcement. You see people who try to act not nervous, but they're nervous. So he's acting out by him putting it on Facebook.
Aren't nerves and fear and things like that part of your defense mechanism, right? To keep you sharp?
Absolutely.
Isn't that how it all works? Yeah. So when people say, I'm not afraid.
That usually means, usually means if you have to say you're not afraid, then that usually means you're afraid. Probably, I don't know, 98% of the time. There's a little bit of fear that provoked that comment.
Of course. Yeah. Well,
yeah. But
I look, Scott, you know what's going on here, even from Florida. I don't know. You have the people that talk to you. Obviously, you can see and read. We have. By the way, we have a state senator who apparently was at the senior center.
A useless state senator, by the way.
Oh yeah. Oh, actually, let's go back. We didn't talk about this. Oh my God, did we talk about the lighting of the menorah?
No, hold on 1 second. I can tell you, I'm afraid you have to punch. Comes out of you.
Can tell when I'm afraid you have to punch comes out you LOL.
Okay, I get it. Yeah, if they're afraid they punch, I don't know. So what happened what happened with the lighting of the menorah?
So first of all, I want to make it clear to the community. I don't know exactly. Let me somewhat clear. A Shabbat. I'm very bad at all this stuff, but there's a group that's been going around the state putting these menorahs into communities for the Jewish communities. This was not the town council. This was not the Chamber of Commerce. This had nothing to do with anybody on that council. Nobody.
I know
let's
it's coming.
Get that
I think.
straight.
Yeah.
All right. So we go there. It was fun. It was wonderful. Of course, the politicians are showing up and they're going to make remarks. So Jeff shows up and Lydia shows up. You could tell when I'm afraid a
punch comes at you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I get it.
Jeff.
So anyway,
Lydia.
So Jeff and Lydia are sitting behind the menorah waiting to give their comments. And as
is that
Lydia
like backstage?
Basically. Lydia gets introduced and the usual, the Be Kind Brigades.
Yeah.
And then when it's Jeff's turn, nothing.
Crickets, of course.
And it's like, okay, you can't have class for 5 minutes. You can't have a little class for 5 minutes.
No.
I clapped for Lydia. I didn't woo-hoo-hoo, but I clapped.
Dude, don't they understand that she's using them as a pawn? A pawn?
No. Of course not.
The white liberal females, she's using them like pawns on a chessboard. That's exactly, and then that's just a fact. She could care less about them. They have votes to her.
She showed up just in time to make her remarks,
and then left.
She was parked somewhere watching and then left. This is what she does.
Yeah, but white liberal females think they have no idea that she's actually playing them. She's like fiddles, like whatever. She's playing them, but white liberal females just don't seem to. They live in this a magic bubble. Anyway, so she leaves. She just comes and goes.
Right. She made her remarks. Okay, and look, she said light, inclusion, inclusivity, light.
Blah, blah, blah,
and obviously, I'm being a bit mocking because I don't remember it, but it was mostly about being the light, being a community, and being an inclusive community. It was pretty much the standard fare for what you'd expect from Lydia.
I heard
Edwards.
She gave that speech at another menorah lighting.
Probably. Didn't hear the word Jewish community. Didn't hear that.
Don't do it.
Now, I may have missed it, but I didn't hear
it.
They
won't do it.
So Jeff gets up and makes his remarks. What does he do? He thanks the police. He thanks the Jewish community. He thanks the rabbi. You know what I mean? Like it's night and day. And am I biased? Sure. But that's exactly why I'm biased. Because there's a man who has a lot. He has a lot. He's a screaming Catholic. He could have every reason in the world to not care about the Jewish community. But that's not who he is. No. He wasn't there because he wanted to take the picture. No. He was there because he cared about the community. Huge difference. But I just want to dovetail. Apparently, Miss Edwards was at the senior center having conversations. I don't know if it was a Christmas party or what it was with the seniors about our flag policy and why we have trouble flying flags. I said this to a few people. I'm saying it here on the show. I'm hoping that she'll clarify her comments and tell us what she meant and why she was talking about it at the senior center and why, frankly, she's involved in our politics again. I don't understand that.
Yeah, what it doesn't. Why is she involved in our politics? Right. This is why we have our own local government. Because she hates it so much. She hates anything that she doesn't believe in.
I also said. So I sent her an email, video. Jesus. I sent her a video. I forget which one it was, but it was basically one that's a very credible person talking about remember how she said DEI is when it's not around. This whole thing, DEI needs to go. Like, now that it's all bubbling up and it's showing up at Harvard and University of Pennsylvania and all this other craziness, it's about time the elite progressives kind of own this and said we're sorry and like moved on.
Yeah. What was it that they teach? Why am I drawing a blank? That they're teaching in the schools. The
you talk about Harvard?
No. In the schools about the
diversity, equity, inclusion.
No, what was the other thing? Why am I drawing a blank on this all of a sudden? I know what I was talking.
Because you're getting older.
No. Yeah, because I just turned 60. Yeah.
Oh.
Remember you asked her the question? She says, "Well,
yes,
there's no definition for. There's no definition for what was it we were talking about with the schools, where it's all about
Yeah, they're rewriting history, basically. Yeah, they want to rewrite history. They want to make it more about Black history, and they say it doesn't exist, but it does. It's there. And what is the word we're looking for?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. What I also want to get to is the fact that when Rob came on the show last week, Rob DeMarco, 100% credit to Rob. All right.
Yeah.
Again, I want to be mad at Rob.
You couldn't do it.
I can't. I want to be mad at him, but I can't.
Me neither. And I want to a lot sometimes when he
just. But that he put forth what was it? Not a proclamation or.
No, he did. Yeah. He started with a proclamation
to say, can we just say, peace and love, and in the
to the Jewish community,
and both, to both Palestinians and the Jewish community, and and they wouldn't acknowledge him.
He called out the Jews only, and his logic was this, right? Like he has a booby. Him and I both. I mean, my family's Jewish. He's friends with he knows Jewish people. He hasn't had any experiences or need. Does he feel bad for innocent Palestinians? Rob's a huge empathetic person. Of course he does. But this wasn't about that. And the whole pretzel twisting exercise that the six, commies, as I hate to do that because that's unbecoming, but those six people on that council that just couldn't bring themselves to say, yes, of course, we love our Jewish community. We are here with them. It wasn't about picking sides. It was just about being there to support the Jewish community. The room was full of Jewish people the first night. There were no Palestinians there saying, don't wave the Israeli flag. I don't know what they were worried about. It was actually uncomfortable and embarrassing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Teresa, to answer your question, it's a Shabbat, I believe. Forgive me for not knowing it exactly correctly, but we can find out. We can talk to the temple because they do this every year, and they're from out of town. They got access to a bit more fundraising arms, and so they've been bringing bagels and latkes, and it was great. Anyway, sorry.
That's all right. No, it's okay. Okay.
Change flags. You're right, Teresa. Just American. Of the United States, Massachusetts, POW, write your council people.
It's all about the pride flag. They don't care about all the other flags. I've been saying this, you and I have been saying this from the beginning. They don't care about the other flags. This is all a means to an end to fly the pride flag in June. That's all this is. Don't look beyond that. This is exactly why they created the flag policy. And that's all this is. So this is why they're staggering and stumbling over a real issue.
Well, and there's a lot of time been wasted on it.
Rob's too nice.
There has been a lot. Rob is too nice. There's a lot of time been wasted on it, and I could say we're partly to blame, but we're going to be dead and gone someday. What are we leaving? What is the structure of government we're leaving behind for our children? I mean, if you really take the focus out, Scott, and you just look at where we are today, you have a state representative now involved in local politics. You have our Catherine Clark goes to D.C. to fight for abortion rights. Time out, honey. Abortion's legal here in Massachusetts. We got other fish to fry here. You shouldn't be going to Washington jumping on that bandwagon.
Well, she's looking to move up the ladder.
Well, that's the whole problem. That's the whole point.
She doesn't care.
Everybody in politics these days just wants to win their seats, and it's now permeated into the local level, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't sour grapes. This really isn't sour grapes. The person who beat me isn't here for Winthrop, knows nothing about Winthrop, and can only say we need to punch above our weight class. That's not an issue.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not an issue.
Oh, by the way, Lydia did not know the definition. She said there is no definition for critical race theory.
Critical race theory. That's
It's right there on film. She was at the Republican National conference thing, and you asked her about CRT, and she goes, "I don't know anything about it. It doesn't exist. There's not even a definition for it." Oh, there's a definition for it. She's a nitwit anyway. She always has been. She was put into that spot because she's a nitwit, and she's just another puppet who's being told what to do by the rich.
I have a hypothesis that I wanted to bounce off of you. I was thinking about this tonight, actually. Oddly, why I'm wasting brain power, but
bounce away.
We had Joey Boncory was the Lydia Edwards before Lydia Edwards, right? That's who was in the state senator seat. Sorry, I'm getting that wrong. State senator. Why did Joey? We don't really know why Joey left.
Is Joe a white male?
And by the way, he got a sweet deal at a biotech company as a CEO.
Is he a white male? I think.
I don't know that boy ever managed a popsicle stand.
Yeah, well.
And he's a CEO of a biotech firm in Cambridge. Give me a break.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Teresa Hurley said, and we all hope it's an every year event. The lighting of the menorah.
We think it's going to be, Teresa. Yes, we do think that's going to be a good thing every year. We hope.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's do it down the center, though. Maybe right. Let's do it with the Christmas tree, so we don't have to call it a holiday tree. Yes, there is. It's a big one. It's a nice one, but it only has white stars on it. Again, no ornaments. No. It has lights.
Okay, at least it has lights.
It's got lights on it. The trees have lights on it, but the big trees that are out on the outskirts of that center area, that concrete area, they used to have lights on them. Now they don't. So I would have liked it if they. I mean, it looked nice. Don't get me wrong. And I think as those trees grow in, it would grow nice. I just wish we'd have some color. Remember, we used to have wreaths and bells. You know, the plastic bells with the lights in them. And nothing like garland. Like nothing.
Send me a picture of that tree.
I will.
Did they have a lighting like after Thanksgiving or anything?
They did. Yep. It was the Friday after Thanksgiving.
Was it well attended?
Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was pretty good.
Good. Yeah, they need to really. There was a time when that center was lit up like the North Pole.
Well, there was a time when that center would thrive on a Saturday from 8:30 to noon, 1 o'clock.
Well, there was also a time when Christmas wasn't trying to be canceled by the cancel pigs. It used to be cancel culture, by the way. Now, literally, I did not make this up. The cancel culture is now being referred to as the cancel pigs. That's only
in the comic book, I thought.
No. It's all evolving into the cancel culture itself. Yeah, they're being called cancel pigs now. It's trending on X. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. It started in the comic book industry, but it's taken off. Because when you say cancel culture, that gives them too much credit. They're a culture, right? They're a thing.
Are they really?
They're not. They're pigs. Anyone that wants to ruin somebody's life by canceling them, because they don't like their politics or something. All right, what do we got here? That's fantastic. Make sure it's not just this year. If my classmates are watching tonight, I'll ask why I attended the lighting at Crest Ave. All right. And Teresa says, I have pics and videos if you like. Yeah, Teresa, post them on my Facebook page.
Yeah.
I think we're friends on Facebook. Or put them on with the votes.
Yeah, you have access.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'd like to see it.
I think a nice picture of that. You know what was cool? Actually, I forgot to mention this. So normally the candles are lit to just electric, but that night they lit them with flame.
Oh, real candles.
Yeah, real like they must have had like butane and you know what I mean?
Okay.
It was nice. It was really
Because
nice.
that one
Cool.
last year was hideous.
Or the tree, you
With
mean?
the one red bulb.
That was
That
mine.
was yours. That's
Oh,
great.
my wife was so mad at me for doing
That
that.
was
Why did
great.
you?
And it stayed there though. It stayed there.
Yeah, no, it stayed there.
There you go.
Tree took a beating in the storm last night. Like there's a
Oh,
big
did
like
it?
lost a lot of the middle like
So I
yeah.
hear that they don't know why the power went out in Winthrop. How do you?
Oh well, I don't know that that's true.
Somebody told me right before the show, that I guess Rob said at the town council meeting they don't know why the power went out. So I'm just going off of that.
All right, so here's what I know. I was out and about helping a couple of friends, and I ran into one of my friends on the police force, and we were chit chatting. He made a wisecrack. He goes, "It's all those trees you guys couldn't help get cut down." I said, "Wait, the Somerset tree went down?" He's like, "No, no, no. I'm just kidding." He goes, "But a lot of trees are coming down, taking down power lines."
Okay.
The
That
bottom
makes
line
sense.
is, yeah, a lot
Branches.
of so you have two issues. You have service to the house, and then the general service at the street level, right? So National Grid um, can't know exactly all that. Well, they can know all the houses that are out, but it fixes the general service first. Then you tie it, make sure all the houses are tied in appropriately, right?
Yeah.
That's how that gets done, apparently. And I'm definitely rudimentary the way I'm describing it. But the broader point being, trees, those big ornery street trees, when things like this happen, you know, yay, we saved one tree. Meanwhile, you had people that lost their power, people that are on oxygen, people that need to
Yeah.
keep their drugs cold or a certain temperature.
Yeah.
The elderly don't do well when they don't have power.
Right. Right.
So, to all the tree nuts, and I'm sorry to call you tree nuts, but please, compassion for people
Huggers.
first.
None.
Sorry, tree
There
huggers.
you go.
Fine.
That's nicer.
Compassion for people first. You were gonna like just to not beat this stupid dead horse up, but you were gonna get 3 trees for one on Somerset, and you that wasn't good enough. Just wasn't good enough. This is
Yeah.
almost like a greatest hits of 2023.
I know. I know. Well, this is kind of our Christmas show.
Yeah, I guess so, right?
You know,
Because Christmas is Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
it's Sunday evening, right? And Santa will be making his rounds on Sunday evening. Right?
Yeah, Santa. So this is Tommy DiBenedetto has been playing the role of Santa
Wait, whoa,
Claus.
whoa! You saying Santa wasn't real?
Sorry.
That wasn't. Whoa, no! You can't. Come on, man. You telling me all these years Santa wasn't? He was fake. He wasn't. It was somebody. What?
It's his helper. He needs help.
You're like Scrooge, dude. You just ruined my Christmas. So did I ever tell you? Did I ever tell you that I had the greatest view of the Winthrop Santa than anybody in the whole town in the history of the town, unless there was somebody else that was there at the same time. It's quite possible, but it wasn't many. So I was going through the U.S. Customs K-9 Academy in Virginia, right, Front Royal, Virginia, and I was coming home for Christmas, and I was coming in on Christmas Eve, and flying over Point Shirley in the evening, and I looked down, and there's Santa going through the streets, all lit up, dude. It was,
and being in over Winthrop, you're only 10 feet above.
Yeah, it was the greatest view. Seeing it from up there and looking down and watching how bright all the lights and the police lights and the fire engine lights and the people. Dude, I saw it for it was like a 10-second because the plane kind of went. I saw it. I was going near it. Then I looked down. I looked back. But it was the greatest view of the Winthrop Santa ever.
That's a nice timing.
I could not believe the timing on that thing.
Right?
It could have been up the Highlands, but no. It was right around that area where I saw it. It was amazing. It was an amazing view I was very lucky to catch that. That's my Santa story. And Santa is not, the Benedetto guys is lying to you. He wasn't fake Santa.
He's retiring anyway.
I don't know. Then he's a retiring fireman, not Santa. Jeez.
Yeah, that's it.
What if there's kids watching? Todd, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm ruining their lives.
You're that guy. If you had a little brother, you would be the one. If you weren't the youngest, if you had a little brother, you'd be the one that says, "Yo, Junior, there ain't no Santa." You'd be that one. Kids. I did it to my kids. Jeez. Don't think Santa brought you those gifts. I worked hard for those gifts. God damn it.
I used to sit my kids in front of that tree, and I used to make them go, close your eyes and wish. We had the remote to turn the TV on.
Yeah.
I'd go, wish real hard, wish real hard, and then count to 3. 1, 2, 3, and clap, and the tree would light up, and they'd be like,
yeah, that's cool.
And now I stink.
Kind of like what I did with Iron Man back here.
Right. That was cooler, though.
Oh, this thing, I'm telling you, it doesn't do it justice. Like I said, the Infinity Stones are different colors. My camera's not picking up the colors on the glove, but this thing, I can't stop looking at it. Spider-Man's pretty cool too. Yeah.
So question here: hey, Spider-Man is very cool. I like the bust. Actually, is that a bust?
Yeah. That was a throw-in. My buddy in the Philippines who makes these things. Actually,
what's it made out of? Oh my God! Sounds like wood.
No, it's really it's fiberglass.
It's fiberglass.
Fiberglass. Okay, yeah, this thing ain't breaking.
Oh, look at that! Nice pectorals.
Right? Thank you. Spider-Man's ain't bad either.
Now I forget what I was gonna say. I wanted to ask you a question
about the statues.
No. Yeah. I already asked those. No. So this whole let's real quick. I know this is national. I put it on Winthrop votes too, and I hate to do it, but I think it kind of matters here locally in a way, because it ties into this whole thing I've been talking to my kids about. You know, they feel a tremendous amount of social pressure and pressure from parents, not necessarily us, but they say their friends feel all this pressure to go to college, to have to get accepted and go to college. And I've been on a tirade about college being a scam for quite some time now. Higher ed is just a scam. It's a money-making scam for the professors who go on sabbatical, every 3 years.
And not every person that teaches at a college, for people that might not know this, not all of them, they're not all professors. You call somebody a professor and they're like, yeah, there's educators, there's college educators, and professor is an actual title that has to be appointed to you by the dean of the college. You have to have a PhD. You have to be published numerous times. There's steps to become a true professor, but there's so many phonies out there that teach at colleges. They could even be an adjunct. And someone says, hey, professor, and they don't correct them, which is narcissistic again. But not everybody's a professor at a college. College educators. Very few get the title. My wife's an associate professor. She's working her way up to that. But go on.
Yes. So anyway, the broader point is, they feel all this pressure to go to college. And here we have some of the finest, quote unquote, finest institutions, Harvard, UPenn, and was it Columbia?
Not anymore.
They're a laughing stock.
Not anymore.
I mean, they are so caught in a lie of hypocrisy, all three of them, and the woman gay from Harvard is not going to lose her job.
If that was a white male, forget about it, dude.
They
would be like Frankenstein's, the people storming the castle with fucking torches.
And if you really want to be a social justice warrior, where are you on this? College is supposed to be the place,
dude, come on,
where you can have your ideas challenged.
Dude, you know that they have this magical ability to push things out of their sight. They don't.
Where are you?
They're in there. They're on Planet Unicorn, bro. They're on Planet Unicorn. They don't see any of that stuff. They don't acknowledge it. You know why? Because CNN doesn't talk about it. MSNBC doesn't talk about it. NPR doesn't talk about it. So that's why they don't know. And when you bring it up, they go, whoa, what? What are you talking about?
Well,
and the lady that she plagiarized from is a black
over 30
female.
times. Yes, and that woman should be.
And
she was very
did.
gracious.
She did an interview, and she's a liberal. She's not like, but this is business. This has nothing to do with politics. This is business, right?
Yeah.
And this lady was on saying she basically stole everything I wrote. Right. And they're not doing it. Like, so with the damage to her, like now, not a damage, but the fact that they're just going to let this lady get away with it.
Why did the white woman get?
So this is what's going to happen.
Why did the white woman have to go?
Dude, if I had a child that went to Harvard that got in trouble for plagiarism, I'm bringing up a lawsuit.
Oh, that's what's going to happen.
I'm going to bring up a lawsuit and say you need the damages because you did this, but my kid, who I paid, I don't know, $500,000 to go to college.
Yeah, you wish it was that cheap.
Whatever. But they got in trouble for plagiarizing. What? But you're letting the black lady get away with it? What?
I would be. If my kid goes there, I'm going to say, I'm sorry. Well, not my kid.
Your
Somebody
kid will not go there.
Plagiarize and sue the school. Plagiarize. Do it. Dare them to kick you out.
I would have my kid go to a community college. The localist, cheapest community college. I'd have my kid go to ITT Tech before they would go to Harvard. Although they're both one graduated FSU, the other one's going to graduate FSU. But, and that's the beauty of being in a college in the state of Florida. That shit don't exist.
No,
that shit don't exist. Nope, not the state colleges. They can do it in these little universities, these private universities, but. And the state colleges are just as good as any private university. University of Florida, Florida State University.
Listen, listen. My Uncle John was a high school graduate, not a net college educated man. He found a way to learn a lot of the same things the three of us who went to, and his kids who went to college learned. If you want to learn, you can. You don't need these institutions. You don't need them. It's a scam.
Yeah.
It's a money printing scam for the Democratic Party, those unions, even the college unions, all their donations, the vast majority of their political donations and their free donated time, dear friend cards, door knocking, sign holding, standouts, it's all for the Democrats. It's
So,
and they have ruined education.
Yeah. So, in a nutshell, tonight, the town council didn't talk about the flag policy. They're going to keep tabling it. They're going to try to wait you out. They're going to try to wait the people out. They're going to hope this flag policy thing just disappears. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it every week until they make a move on it. They don't know why the power went out, according to our friend Rob DeMarco. Although it was, I got to say, we had some winds down here too. I got this 7-foot metal chicken in my backyard. The wind blew that over.
Oh my God. Yeah, I've seen pictures of that.
Yeah. That's thing. Baron von McVera.
Going all over the place.
Oh, he was on the ground. I'm like, whoa, we got some wind. Holy smokes. Hurricane season's over and we got wind.
Why is it heavy, this metal thing?
It's probably, I don't know, 120 pounds. It's not light, But, yeah, we had some wind. Blew my chicken over. A big 7-foot chicken.
Vasily would be pissed.
Right? I didn't even think of that. I should have posted that on Winthrop Loves Chickens.
We got to snuff the rooster and see if he'll come on again.
Yeah, he got snuffed that night. So
yes, he did.
They're going to keep trying to table this flag issue. We're not letting it go away. We're going to keep talking about it. We're going to keep pushing. The people can't forget about it. Do not let this town council off the hook that easy. Stay on them. Please.
They got emails. They got plenty of correspondence to fix this flag policy.
Keep going. They're going. Listening. Like I said at the beginning of the show, it's an old political ploy. Table it and don't address it. Let it, because they're legally, they can keep tabling all they want. Yep. And don't think that Hannah did that without, just on a whim. That was if the shit starts hitting the fan, table it.
That was a drop back 10 and punch.
That's what it was. That was a backup plan.
Quickie. What are they? Quickie punt, quickie kick.
Yeah, quick kick.
Third
Yeah.
down,
Yep.
quick kick.
Yep. That's right. Don't tread on me.
Yeah,
That's
don't
right.
tread on
Fly
me. You
that
know it,
flag.
brother.
And so, what do you got planned for Christmas Eve? Let's wrap it up on a good note.
Yeah, I have. Well, I always make scampi and lobster pie, shrimp scampi, lobster pie. I have usually 10, 15. I think this year we're going to be light, maybe 10. I'm going to make an extra pie for my buddy Turgo, though. I got to run. He's been bitching at me to get him a pie.
Chicken next windstorm.
Video chicken next windstorm.
I'll try to do that.
Oh, she's out. All right, Teresa. I like that. She's out of her mind, like us.
So Jeff wants a lobster pie, right? Right.
Yeah, I'll get him a lobster pie. But yeah, we watched Santa Claus go down the street.
Beautiful. It's a great
tradition.
What about you?
Yep.
You know, for all the lousy politics in Winthrop, it still has that tradition. That one thing, and they're not going to try. The cancel pigs are never going to get that. They'll never get their hands on it. They won't watch it. I'm sure Miss Honan hides in a room while that's going on.
Yep.
So glad she's off. That was the goal, and the goal was accomplished.
One done.
Yeah, one done.
Well,
so so we have. I'll be making my mother's lasagna, a meatball and sausage lasagna.
Delicious.
It's that's a process. Lasagna is a good lasagna is a process.
You don't just whip that.
No, it's a process. The sauce gets made like the day before. It's not gravy, by the way. It's sauce. Okay. Gravy goes the next day on the turkey.
I'm not having this with you, Irishman.
Hey, what do you have for Christmas dinner?
My brother Jimmy makes red meat. It's round. It's roast. I can never remember. Stuffs a ton of garlic in it. Tenderloin, beef tenderloin.
It's red meat
with an onion and mushroom sauce. And he always surprises us with stuff. You know, he might make he makes my mother's stuffed mushrooms, but he added something different to them, and they're even better. My mother,
nice.
Sorry,
hey, listen, you can improve.
They were better.
Yeah.
It's what happens, right?
All right.
She'd be over the moon anyway.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I always have the same. I always have the 2 times a year I can eat turkey. Is Thanksgiving and
turkey,
Christmas.
Huh?
I do turkey again. I love it. But we also have ham. We have ham.
Yeah, see, my wife likes the ham.
And we have the lasagna from the night before because I make 2 big trays. Each tray weighs about 5 pounds. It's not a thin lasagna.
How many people you freaking feed?
Dude, I don't know how to. Well, let me see. There's 8, 9, 10. There's about 10 of us. No, let me see. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. About 12, 13 of us. I always like to have big Thanksgivings and then kind of big Christmas dinner. You know?
Why not? Friends and family. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely. And so let me see. Next week, Christmas Day is Monday. The day after Christmas, I'm going to be tied up. So
Wednesday?
Maybe Wednesday, yeah. Yeah, maybe Wednesday. We'll have an end of year. Then on Friday, we're going on a cruise.
Oh, nice.
New Year's cruise, yeah. We're leaving on Saturday. We're leaving on the 30th.
Yeah.
Be out there for a week doing the cruise in the Caribbean. The Caribbean or the Caribbean. What do you call it? Caribbean or Caribbean?
Caribbean. I call it the Caribbean.
Is Billy Ocean, does he say Caribbean queen or Caribbean queen?
Caribbean queen.
Caribbean or Caribbean? See, I don't know.
I think he's more Caribbean.
All right.
I think I'm wrong.
I know somebody out there is listening and go, oh shit, I never thought of that. Now every time they hear that song, is he saying Caribbean or Caribbean?
Saying something.
Caribbean queen. Anyway. So yeah, we'll try to squeeze it in on Wednesday. Let me see. Let's get rid of these final comments, and then we'll wrap it up. Let's give it to the people for Christmas. Let's see. What is put up a nice sign for Tommy last Christmas as Santa. Oh, last Christmas as Santa for Tommy. I don't know who that is. This Tommy guy, is somebody putting up a sign? Does that make sense to you, Todd?
Put up a nice sign for Tommy last Christmas as oh yeah, I have to hold a sign up apparently and say thank you, Tommy, and when he goes by for his last Christmas as Santa.
Can't believe
you don't believe
Santa
it. You think it's real
all this time. Can't believe that. All right, who's next? Let's see what we got next. Text my wife 20 minutes. Takes my wife 20 minutes to make lasagna. Yikes! Yikes!
What is she doing? Opening a box and turning on the microwave?
That's a 20-minute lasagna.
I'm just kidding.
Holy smokes. All right, what do we got here? Teresa says, put a candy cane garland on my parents' bench morning before. Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Wait, where's their bench?
Where's their bench, Teresa? That's nice.
I think it's down the Highlands. I might go check it out.
Perry Palladino's, I had that one put out. His is right at the park.
Where, Crest Ave?
Yep. Okay. If you go to the park,
Good.
the back of the I believe the back of it is facing Crest Ave, and it's facing the park where the kids play and stuff. With Perry Palladino, nice. Winthrop legend. Let's see.
Yes, he was.
Any Christmas lights coming to Crest Ave? That's a good question.
Yeah. Nope. Come down the center.
Let me see. What do we got?
Well,
while you're in the career, and I'm going to invite like 30 people down to your house. Bring them down, buddy. It's wide open. I'll turn the heating on. I'll put the pool heater on.
Pool
I'll get it up
on.
to 85 for you guys. Come on down. I don't care. Have a blast.
Yeah, but it's gonna be able to get into your gated neighborhood.
I just ring just look for my name on the code and hit it, and I'll answer it. Even if I'm in the Caribbean, I get phone calls.
If Muffy is on her way over,
have a blast. Have a blast. You're welcome, Teresa. Let's see. Kermalar, our buddy Kurt. He's been quiet. We got to have him on the show at the first of the year. See what Kurt's been up to.
Merry Christmas.
What's the matter, Kurt? You could not spell Christmas. Are you that guy, Kurt? You couldn't spell Christmas. Like, I know you're not the woke guy that won't put Christ in Christmas. So I know. I know you're not that guy.
No, that's
the word,
lazy.
Kurt Millar.
He didn't want to hunt and peck for the CHRI.
Well, what I want to know is, does Kurt does he do Xmas parties or does he do Christmas parties as a DJ?
He does Latinx.
Latinx parties. Oh, Jesus.
Latinx.
Chris, let's see. What do we got here? The bottom of Highland.
Yeah, that's where the bench is. I'm eating.
Karen knows. That's the code. See? And it's 24/7, right? 24 hours, 7 days a week. Come on down. Casa McVeigh is always open. Karen was here. Karen and her husband, my bestest friend, Jim, were here for a week. They were here for a week. They had a great time. You say, excellent. Me, Mazzo, and Joe Mack. You got to drag Mazzo out of Jupiter, though. He's hiding up there, just north of me. What else we got? Let me see. Karen says, I'm eating. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Karen. And finally, Teresa, very active tonight, Teresa. Thank you. Holiday parties. Christmas parties. There's Christmas parties, there's New Year's Eve parties, Hanukkah parties. Just call it what it is. Hey, did you know? So tomorrow night I do my Milk Crates and Turntables live stream podcast, right? It's our Christmas show. So we're going to be talking about, our favorite Christmas songs, our not favorite Christmas songs, right? And stuff like that. Did you know there's a difference between holiday music and Christmas music? Did you know the difference?
No, but I could take a guess, right? I mean, wouldn't holiday be like a mix of?
No, there's a difference between Christmas music and holiday music. So Christmas music is basically, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, right? Yep. And then holiday music would be something like dancing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. It doesn't really mention Christmas.
Okay.
It's a holiday song. Yeah.
Oh, well, I learn something new every day. Thanks for that trivia.
Yeah, you're welcome. I just thought I'd end the show lightly. It's Christmas. Let's see. Busting. Or Jack Calabrese. What about Jack Calabrese? We don't Jack Calabrese. Merry Christmas and with us, Denise. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, I'm going to let you. Do not steal my line tonight. Can you do that? Can you just make up your own thing?
I'll steal two of them. I'll steal two of them. All right? Want to play games?
Oh, go ahead.
Listen.
Steal away.
Steal away. No, I'm not going to plagiarize. That's for Harvard professors. Oh, okay. All right. 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 All right That's for the Harvard professors.
Woke Harvard professors, you might say.
Yes, liberals are crying all over the world that their institutions are crumbling. Anyway, how much? You know something? I got to figure out a new way to say how important it is to pay attention to your local politics. Because we've been slamming people over the head with it, and we've grown, but we need to grow more, right? Like we need to be able to.
You need a new tagline.
Try to help our elections become about issues instead of being about hate. Like Jim made this basically a statement tonight, and he said, "Hate has no home here." I want to vomit. That statement is so overblown and so overdone. Pay attention to your local politics, people. I know if you've been watching it, you're sharing it, you're telling your friends. This is important stuff. Help us correct it too. Help us make it better. Don't just be a hater that says nothing. Be a hater that gives us some feedback. And we'll see you next week.
That's right. And I'm going to steal what Todd always says. Remember, all politics starts at the local level. See, I can steal your lines too. Right? But I'm also going to say, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you liked it, share it. If you didn't, well, thanks for watching for 51 minutes and 40 seconds. We do appreciate your time. We do truly appreciate your input. Some people might not like what we say, but we don't lie. Well, most of the time. No, we just call it the way we see it, and some people don't like that. But that's what we're here for. That's why we started this thing over 2 years ago, and we're going to continue this. We did a lot of good this year, but we'll bring that up next week. And again, I want to say, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a wonderful Christmas. You guys are the best. Even the people that watch us that don't like us, you're the best. At least you watched. And
thank you.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Say Merry Christmas, Todd.
Merry Christmas.
Jesus.
Merry Christmas.